Hi, my name is Jason Manile. Me and my friend Kao Gauten will make a presentation about the topic teacher attrition in PNG. The, the audience of our presentation will basically switch to board of governors of PNG schools and PNG education authorities. They have to ensure that they take time and consider the school infrastructure to ensure that the school are in smooth run and obtain the better academic result at the end of every year. First of all, I will talk about first part of the presentation, and my friend Mr. Kao Gautam will talk about the second part of the presentation about the topic teacher attrition. Okay, what is teacher attrition? Teacher attrition refers to the problem of teachers leaving their teaching positions either by moving to new schools or leaving the profession altogether. It is a significant issue faced by many countries, including Papua New Guinea, with different factors impacting teachers' career decision. Though there are many contributing factors that lead to teachers' attrition in PNG, the major ones that we will be looking up for are teachers' accommodation, teachers' low salaries and allowances, poor road conditions towards the school, and community and students' anti-social behaviors towards teachers. Lack of housing and low salaries are among the common challenges teachers in PNG continue to face. Insufficient transport service in rural schools is also a factor that makes teachers leaving schools. The presentation will be based on the common factors that leads to teacher attrition in PNG schools. Some authorities, school authorities and board of governors need to consider this to avoid inconveniences and raise the academic standard of the schools. The first factor we'll be looking at that leads to teacher attrition in PNG is the lack of proper teachers' houses in PNG. That was the common factors that leads to many teacher attrition in especially PNG rural schools. While there have been many tangible improvements to infrastructure in the schools, much more is needed, one of which were teachers' houses. In some schools, the lack of teachers' housing was so acute. One school had a classroom that was transformed into sleeping quarters, taken from Walton 2013. Teachers' housing problems have contributed to poor results from students. If teachers have good houses, they would be able to focus better in classroom and school organized activities. There was an imbalance in a lot of areas where there were good classrooms but deteriorating teachers' houses. Many teachers lived in very poor houses with fabric walls had holes, ceiling leaked, and the houses were often shared with rodents and other animals and insects. One way or the other, the students' learning is still affected, resulting in them performing poorly in their academic performance as school see the poor result at the end of every year. Education is the cornerstone of economic growth and social development. Expansion and success in education relies on good school infrastructure, which have proper teachers' houses, which affects education access, contributes to quality learning environment and student achievements. If a teacher is supervising an examination and suddenly there is a downpour and there is leakage in the house, he or she will not worry about the examination but will run for the house to save bearings and other properties from getting soaked. The effect of teacher leaving students with during the examination time, students may lack of supervised teachers to assist in examination questions or anything during the examination time. Factor number three that leads to teacher attrition in PNG we'll be looking at uh, PNG education authorities and board of governors in all rural and urban schools need to take note about these factors. The teachers' low salaries and allowances in Papua New Guinea. In PNG, teacher salaries are often considered inadequate when compared to the cost of living and the demands of the profession. The government sets salary scales for teachers, but these scales have not kept pace with inflation or the rising costs associated with living and working in PNG. As a result, many teachers find their earnings insufficient to meet basic needs, leading to dissatisfaction and prompting them to seek alternative employment. When comparing teachers' salaries in PNG with those in other sectors, it becomes evident that many professions offer significantly higher wages for similar levels of education and experience. For instance, individuals working in mining or telecommunications often earn considerably more than teachers. This disparately creates an incentive for qualified educators to transition into these higher paying fields where their skills can be better compensated. To add on, poor salary is a significant factor contributing to teacher attrition in Papua New Guinea. The combination of inadequate compensation relative to living costs, better paying opportunities in other sectors, diminished job satisfaction, limited professional development prospects, and recruitment challenges all play a role in driving educators away from the teaching profession. More on that, teachers' pay in PNG has been a topic of ongoing concern and reform over the years, reflecting broader challenges in the country's education sector. Again from PNG Education News, July 18, 2024. The study revealed that housing was vital. It found that the lack of housing was a contributing factors to teacher absenteeism, especially in rural schools. If there is proper house and constant power and water supply for teachers, they will live a comfortable life and concentrate on their duties.
Hi, welcome to factor number two. Welcome to factor number three and four that leads to teacher attrition in Papua New Guinea. Okay, the third factor that leads to the teacher attrition in our country is poor students' behavior engagement. Okay, one of the primary reasons teachers leave their positions or school is due to challenging student behavior. In PNG, classrooms may experience high levels of disruption, lack of engagement, or disrespectful behavior from students. When teachers feel that they cannot manage their classrooms effectively, or when they face constant behavioral issues, it can definitely lead to frustration and burnout. This situation is exacerbated if teachers do not receive adequate support from school administration or parents in addressing these challenges. Okay. Also, the community's role in supporting education is crucial in our country. If communities do not value education or fail to support teachers adequately, it can lead to increase in attrition rates. For instance, if nearby communities attack a teacher or their families, teachers may feel unsafe to live in that school and may decide to leave the school and go to other schools where there is a safety. Okay, moreover, when students are disengaged or uninterested in learning, it can create a negative atmosphere that discourages teachers. Teachers often enter the profession with a passion for educating young minds. However, persistent issues with student motivation can diminish their enthusiasm and commitment to teach. Teachers leave schools because of fight between communities and schools. This is one of the reasons that teachers will leave the school and move to another school. According to national published in August 12, 2023, this is one of the common occurring issues in our schools, which Board of Governors and school authorities need to consider that. Thank you. The final factor that leads to the teacher attrition is impact of poor road condition. Road is one of the very important factor in our country. Okay, poor road condition can lead to difficult and unsafe commuting experiences for teachers. When roads are in disrepair or frequently affected by adverse weather conditions, teachers may face longer time to travel. This can result in increased stress and anxiety related to their daily commute. Okay, teachers often work long hours beyond classroom instruction, including lesson planning, grading, and attending meetings. If road conditions extended their commute times, it further encroaches on their personal time. This additional time commitment can lead to burnout and dissatisfaction with their job. Safety is paramount concern for teachers commuting to schools located in areas with poor road infrastructure. If teachers feel that their safety is compromised due to inadequate roads, they may consider leaving profession altogether for more stable employment opportunities closer to their homes. In many cases, schools located in rural or undeserved areas may already struggle with limited resources. Poor road conditions can exacerbate these challenges by making it difficult for teachers to access necessary materials or professional development opportunities that are essential for their growth and effectiveness as educators. To conclude our presentation, there are 4 factors that leads to teacher attrition in our countries, and they are these issues normally lead to teachers and students left to cover all units or subjects at the end of the year. But Better teachers, accommodation, and good transport services in school are important assets that can hold the accommodation and good that can hold teachers to live in school for every year. Satisfy salary and allowances with peaceful relationship with communities and school can make teachers live happily and give the best to their students. At the end, students will perform well and raise the level of school and increase education standard in our country.